Live, love Africa. What's your excuse for not coming? Please subscribe.
Hello, I'm Dynasty Demir.
So we are at the Presidential Lodge. We're going to have lunch. I don't know if Maada Bio's going to be here. President Bio. Is President Bio going to be here? Okay, yeah, President Bio's going to break bread with us and have lunch with us. So I'm looking forward to it. We got a spread. We got a spread.
Yes, we did.
We got a spread.
And we thank him very much for the interest that has been expressed. We are here for a very short program in terms of extending, His Excellency extending the normal hospitality courses. So His Excellencies are hereby present the new Sierra Leoneans, our First Lady, and that we can interact with them, and then of course we build all the friendship. Thank you, sir.
All right. Madam First Lady, ministers, government officials, our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, you are not new Sierra Leoneans, you are old Sierra Leoneans who have just renewed.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
Yes, so I decided to have a short moment with you to actually express our African hospitality, the warm African hospitality. If you go to somebody and you are not offered water or food, then you are not completely welcome. I know yesterday was official, and in as much as you have to travel today, I'm also traveling immediately after this, but I thought it was necessary for you to have a full blend of the African, warm African hospitality. They say we are poor, but we are very rich in culture.
Yes, exactly.
We share the little that we have, and so in our humble home, the kids are off to school today. I thought that we should share this moment. Some food out there. I've not even African food.
So we can try more.
Yes, I like it spicy. So, this is really it, not unofficial. You are all welcome, and you can have great food. Madam was in there yesterday. Good, please. This is Madam Fatima, the First Lady. I told her yesterday that you were there and you've received your documentation to officially show that you are Sierra Leonean style, or you've renewed your Sierra Leoneanness. So I told her to get some food ready. Madam, our brothers and sisters from the diaspora.
Thank you.
Yes.
You are all very welcome. You are welcome to our home. And when I heard that you've decided to come and take your Sierra Leonean citizenship, I said, I bet this is the right time. We need to come back home. We need to come back to where we belong. We need to come back to where we will be celebrated. We need to come back to the place where when you see the other person, this is my brother, this is my sister. You need to come back home to a place where no one judges you by your color, where you fit in easily,
Yes.
where you are celebrated and you're looked after. They said we're poor, but I don't know how poor we are when they still can't leave us alone.
That's exactly right.
If we're that poor, then stay away.
Yes.
They still can't stay away.
No, they can't.
Now it's your turn to come back home and take your rightful place in our society.
Thank you.
And be part of Sierra Leone. And this is the best time because, you know, we've had independence for 56, going 57 years. 60 years, sorry. See, I'm still even trying to fit into the millennium. This year will be 60 since we got independent. I don't know whether we've actually got the independence that we deserve to have. I think the first time in the history of this country, we now have a leader who understands what the people want in this country. Yes. We now have a leader that have a vision for our country. We now have a leader that wants to see our country change. Yes. And with you guys coming back home and helping him, this is a transformation for Sierra Leone. So you're very much welcome. And please enjoy our hospitality. I mean, it's all African food. I deliberately did that. I said, if they are Sierra Leoneans, they should be able to eat our food. All African food. So enjoy your meal and have a very safe trip back to your other home. And please don't be a stranger. Come back soon.
Yes.
We're not just looking for you to reunite with us. We know that you've lived on that side for a very long time. There are a lot of things that may seem simple to you that are still important to us here, in terms of your networks, in terms of the expertise you've acquired. There is a lot you can bring back home.
Yes.
And this is really important to us. And here they will tell you, oh, it's all chaotic, but there are a lot of American companies here, British companies here.
Yes.
We look forward to you to becoming, to lead those corporations when they come here. So feel free, bring back the goodies from there.
Yes.
And bring it home.
Yes.
That is why you are ambassadors, actually. And feel free to come anytime, because once you have your passport, you don't need visas anymore. You can come in and out as you want. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I say food is served? Madam should have said it, but let me say it, food is served. The ladies first.
Ladies first on the food.
The three names following we have just received while we are all here waiting for His Excellency the President. So we are constrained to prepare the oath of allegiance. While we call them to come forward to formally meet with His Excellency the President, whilst they are working on their oath of allegiance, which you may probably receive before you leave State House. Thank you. Thomas Karen. Amen. Thomas Karen. Baz Ronen. Bradford Simon. Bradford Simon. Yeah. Okay. Just put in your name and just read it. I do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Republic according to law, and that I will support and uphold the Constitution of Sierra Leone
and uphold the Constitution of Sierra Leone
as by law established. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For proving I'm going to give you a decent
Good afternoon. I know many of us are excited, and this is a monumental day. And President Beal, I just want to say thank you. No other country in Africa has implemented what you've implemented here, so this is definitely groundbreaking. And now, since we're Sierra Leonean, it's up to us to come and contribute to Sierra Leone, help build Sierra Leone, and make an impact in Sierra Leone. And so that's what's important as well. But I just want to thank you. It means a lot. It's a blessing. And again, with this sense, because there's this narrative that's being painted in the West as far as Africa doesn't want their children to return home. But this right here proves that that's not true. And it's documented for everyone to see. That stopped the lies, that when we step foot on the ground, 10 toes on the ground on the continent, that we are now received. Not just spiritually, but now officially with documents. So, again, I just want to thank you, and it means a lot, and I am looking forward to contributing to Sierra Leone, and whatever resource I can be, or whatever resource we can be, we're here. So, thank you.
Thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. Because of the busy schedule of His Excellency the President, okay,
branches in your respective ancestral homes have formally welcomed you, and I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed your stay so far. I'm sure through the naming and healing ceremonies, trips to heritage sites, musical performances, and more, you've learned and experienced even more about your history and about your new homeland. Beyond the fascination, I encourage you to immerse yourself fully into the culture, foodways, sights and scenes, the breathtaking beauty of the mountain, verdant and serene beauty of virgin forest, over 300 kilometers of golden sand beaches, dozens and small islands waiting to be transformed into holiday resorts and paradises, riverside settlements along half a dozen major rivers, exotic birds and wildlife, inland valley and rolling hills. Sierra Leone is all yours to explore, own, settle. This is home. This is home. We have thousands of fertile acres of farmland. We have rich mineral deposits from diamonds, gold, iron ore, rutile, bauxite, and even more. Fortunately, not all has been taken. We still have a huge amount. Our seas are teeming with fish and seafood. We are developing our infrastructure in ICT, roads, with electricity, and soon a second port and a new modern airport terminal. We are working on public service delivery of electricity, water, and healthcare. Clearly, we may not be near what you are familiar with, but we are making irreversible progress, and we need your hands. This is home. Welcome home. Here, all lives matter. And I want you to know that you matter because you are one of us. You've always been one, but we have officially sanctioned that this morning. According to the 2020 Global Peace Index, we are the 46th most peaceful country in the world. We are the 5th most peaceful country in Africa. We run a close second to Ghana as the most peaceful country in West Africa. However, unlike Ghana, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in the United States raise us as tier 1 low risk as far as COVID-19 is concerned. We have under 3% case fatality ratio and only 76 recorded COVID-19 deaths in this country. We are rated with a significantly lower violent crime rate. We have a free press, a free society, decongesting our prisons and working hard to build a resilience in each facet of our nation. We are compact eligible, the MCC compact eligible. 2 months ago, I addressed the second annual CGA APRM Pan-African Development Center Conference titled Creating the Africa We Want, Creating the 6th Region We Want through agribusiness, research, and innovation. I argued in the conference that we should advance diaspora interest in Africa's development in ways that are problem solving, capacity building, revenue generating, and mutually beneficial. Yes. Our task as leaders of African nations, I further argued, is to lower the risk profile of our countries by improving good governance, fighting corruption, simplified investment landscape. We have reduced legal barriers to investment and international trade. As I have mentioned, we are MCC Compact eligible for the first time after passing a record 13 indicators, including control of corruption and political rights. We are creating an enabling environment for the private sector to flourish, to protect investment, and to support the establishment of business and organizations that touch lives either through direct employment and or social capital impact. Within the conducive win-win ecosystems, we want to collectively identify opportunities and pursue those investment opportunities through structured linkages and interventions. We want to create private sector networks and networks for skills and knowledge transfer to other compatriots, Sierra Leoneans. We know we are separated, but we know you've not only acquired so much, there is a lot you can bring home that is needed here. So for me, this is not just an official possibility. There is possibly a lot on our minds as we think about relocating permanently, semi-permanently to Sierra Leone. But that is a huge decision. But you can make that decision. Yes. I happen to have lived there for about a decade, but I chose to come back. I don't have McDonald's here, no KFC. I make my KFC at home and make sure it is healthy. There are issues around land rights, housing, investment and tax laws, etc. There are possibilities for investment programs and trade flows. There are possibilities for developing diaspora bonds and diaspora capital markets. We should take advantage of these possibilities. Clearly, your presence and your voice on such Economic Relations Council will be especially valuable. We are working with the Congressional Black Caucus. They were here before, and I think you have a voice, and I think you have the connections. We have to liberate Africa. This is Freetown. These are the issues we can collectively handle at a later date through respective ministries, departments, or agencies. But we need to work together. And this is not just about rhetoric, it's about really putting into action your nationality.
Yes.
What can we do? I decided not to stay in the US, and several others have followed, because over there we are just statistics. Here we matter. So if you want to matter, come back home. You already know that English is our official language, and our Creole is mutually intelligible with English. So we're glad for welcome on our honor salon today. That is the language you brought back. I didn't make it myself. You may have also noticed that Sierra Leoneans are very patient and very friendly communicators. We work on learning local, so you have to work on learning local languages. I had somebody greet me in Mende just now. That is quite pleasant. When we had the Peace Corps came, they all learned some type of local language and did so competently. The other day, I have an English scholar here, Dr. Moana, and I listened to a medical doctor who is American, whose father worked in my village before. The son is still in the US. He was here 3 years ago, and he speaks Mende like no Mende. I will tell you for sure that not all Mende speak English as Dr. Baker. He speaks impeccable Mende language. After having gone for over 25 or 30 years, he was here and he spoke in Mende. So you can do it. That way you can actually get into the culture and move around. Only your accent will tell you. But as we are, nobody knows who is who. We are all Sierra Leoneans, of course, but nobody knows the Sierra Leoneans coming from America, except your language. That is going to divulge your secret. Your accent. As new citizens, don't know that you are fully vested in Sierra Leone and tied to our nation by history and genealogy. This is home. I say this again. I therefore urge each and every one of you to protect the image of our collective country at all times. In the words of our national anthem, we resound our commitment to this nation. High we exalt thee, realm of the free. Great is the love that we have for thee. Realm of the free, great is the love that we have for thee. I have tried to do in the past 2 years since I became head of state of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I've traveled extensively, and because we've had challenges of reputational damage caused by bad governance and bad leaders in the past, I decided that I should embark on that project. I have tried to do in the past 2 years since I became head of state of the Republic of Sierra Leone. I've traveled extensively, and because we've had challenges of reputational damage caused by bad governance and bad leaders in the past, I decided that I should embark on that project to heal our image, because the world is so interconnected today that you cannot afford to have a bad image around the world and expect to grow. We didn't have much to do with the United States, of course, but in the past 2 years, we have shown enough resolve. We have done significantly well, to the point that they have recognized us as one of the most progressive nations in just below 3 years. And that is why we are compact eligible today. That is why the Centers for Disease Control because of the effort we made to control the coronavirus here. I admire one of my heroes or role models is Saint-Pierre. We should read the history of Saint-Pierre and go to Connecticut and see his bust in front of the City Hall. He was the first to take human rights matter to the United States Supreme Court in the United States. What he gave back to the lawyers that argued his case was a Bible, because he had nothing to give back. And that Bible is still used in, is it Illinois or Michigan? Is it Michigan? To administer the oath of office. That was the Bible our brother gave after gaining his freedom, because he had nothing to give back for the lawyers who argued his case when he was free. We are a great people. We have made history. We can together make history. So let's work together. And I would like to close off these remarks by formally declaring each and every one of you as citizens of the great Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you all.